I don't know how long this motherfucker gonna be today, but I ain't making no motherfucking apologies. My energy is higher than a motherfucker. I'm off some Ogoun motherfucking drums all fucking night. I'm off that motherfucking Griselda, Benny the Butcher motherfucking broken bottles shit, you know what I mean? And I got a lot of shit I gotta talk about as far as dealing with every other shit I'll be talking about. So as far as I gotta just jump out the motherfucking gate. Don't you know this shit? See this chain? This motherfucker lit up. And the light on this motherfucker is a carrier wave. Photonic light. Light is information. And the information that I'm sending to you by watching this shit, by collapsing this shit within your subconscious mind, you want brain entrainment, motherfucker 40 motherfucking hertz, gamma flow state, gamma waves. That's the shit I'm on. As you can see, my energy is kind of all over the motherfucking places because of the energy I'm rocking with. This shit is all over the place. It's chaos energy, but now I gotta focus here and deliver the message that I want to convey to you motherfuckers today. First of all, damn, so hyperversal sex magic. Let me tell you. Now, one of the rituals that I did over the weekend, as you know, fucking with Zipporah from the Goetia, deals with a lot of lustful energy, a lot of sex, a lot of raw primordial, you know what I'm saying, that animal fucking lustful instinct that we all have that's embedded within us, like an animal activism. Came through like gangbusters. You've been trying to, well, that energy's been getting my attention for the last couple months, but I decided, you know what, fuck this shit. But so created a ritual setting over the weekend and shit, listening to certain frequencies. I don't even remember what fucking certain frequencies it were. While I was doing it, going through my visualization techniques to stimulate the DNA, to open it up, as well as what I wanted to do was, the whole point of the ritual was, I'm merging, again, I told you before in the past that I did a sex magic ritual with Cthulhu and Boom, and I merged the Necronomicon and the Goetia together, where I work with them as one. They merged, they one. This was the same thing where I had activated Zipporah, but I also activated Shub Niggurath. You see what I'm saying? We all know who she is. We all know what she represents as the, you know what I'm saying, the goat. The motherfucker giving birth, always constantly, you know what I'm saying, like pregnant and shit. And that corresponds for me with the sacral chakra, which is the, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, so-called stimulating the sexual organs of the human body. So that ritual, when I activated Zipporah, understand something, it's not external. It's like I possess that energy. You know what I'm saying? That's not necessarily I'm letting that energy take over me. No, I'm mounting the demonic attribute of Zipporah. That's how I work with it. I don't get mounted. I mount the fucking demon. I possess the demons, so to speak. And when I've done that, it's like putting on clothes. Just once you do that, you just become aware of what that attribute or what that archetype represents. All the thoughts pertaining to Zipporah, all the energy that's attributed to Zipporah, as far as any individual like E.A. Wedding or anybody like that that's worshiping these energies, I had open access to that energy flow, and I embodied it, and it was like everything just come online as far as whatever type of thought form attributed to Zipporah was at my disposal, because I am Zipporah. You see what I'm saying? Now, the same thing is with Shub Niggurath. Now, understand something. Zipporah for me is a masculine energy. I'm in here on earth, in matter, I'm a man. Understand that. That's an illusion. That's a lie. That's a character. Outside of space and time, your energy is androgynous. You're going to have to be comfortable with that. I had to be comfortable with that. Understand that. So the whole point of it is you both masculine and feminine. You see what I'm saying? Dual nature. So basically what I'm saying is, in activating Shub Niggurath, the whole point was I'm about to be Zipporah. I'm about to fuck this shit out of Shub Niggurath to generate that sex magic energy, because sexual energy is the most powerful, most potent energy in the hyperverse. It brings about creation. It brings about destruction. It brings about everything. It brought about every one of you motherfuckers that's listening to me speak. You see what I'm saying? Sex magic. You got to be comfortable with this shit. But get this point. Nah, I embody shoot nigger off. However you see shoot nigger off in your mind, that's what the fuck I was looking like. For me, it was everything you can think of as far as outside of a human comprehension of what that energy would attribute to. You gotta think outside of this flesh. So having access as being an embodiment of shoot nigger off, I had open access to the raw primordial great mother sexual energy. You see what I'm saying? I felt pregnant, like I was giving birth. Now I attribute being pregnant and giving birth to thought forms that I'm giving birth to here within my dream. That's the whole point. That's the whole reason why I was doing it. I wanted access to that infinite amount of flow of that sexual raw energy, of that thought form projection, all the ideas and creativity, that raw primordial chaos that I was going to put into order or alchemically transmutate in my dream by using support, by using the masculine energy, which corresponds for me as order. So I'm putting order to the chaos that shoot Niggeroth represents. But in doing so, the sexual magic ritual, this shit took place in the hyperverse. However you see that shit in your mind, I'm not talking about the astral plane, I'm talking about past that shit. Stretch your motherfucking perception beyond what you created in your mind, the framework of the astral plane, and go there. I'm talking about in the realm of creativity and unlimited resources of your imagination and visualization. Because where I was, you can't use eyes to see, ears to hear, hands to touch. This is all taking place within the hyperverse, where you got to use your sorcery to create the environment conducive for you to conduct the experimental sexual magic ritual that you are, you know what I'm saying, are you using, that you're doing. Think like a scientist, act like a priest. Now, I'm going to say this. This is some very, very dangerous shit if a motherfucker not really accustomed to fucking with the raw primordial energies of the Goetia and the Necronomicon. You gotta know what the fuck you doing. Like I told you, my self-initiation ritual last year with the Necronomicon has afforded me a communication and a oneness with the Necronomicon as well as the Goetia. So I have my experience and how I deal with that energy is a lot different from other individuals that you hear. Like they're not external from me. They're more so clothes or tools or appliances that I can just use and become. I am these energies. I am Necronomicon. I am the Necronomicon. I am the Goetia. So my approach when going into the Necronomicon is like I have an approach with, you know what I'm saying, with the Luciferian and set mindset. Now when I go within the Goetia, it's the same thing. You see what I'm saying? That's a mindset. I'm the motherfucker that's dictating this shit. I'm stirring the motherfucking pot. You know what I mean? I don't take orders. I give them. And I don't give offerings, motherfucker. They give me offerings. They clamor at the motherfucker, chomp at the bit for me to access them, for me to use them. You see what I'm saying? That's my experience with them. That's why I rock with them so much. But that's the mindset and my approach in going into that shit. Now, that's easier said than done because there's challenges and there's pitfalls because of that. You got to know how you reprogram your subconscious mind. That's the shit that you're going to have to fall back on when you're dealing with this energy. You see what I'm saying? That's why I went through years of subconscious reprogramming, the neuroplasticity, changing the brain chemistry of my neurons, how they fire off to be able to produce the chemical reactions within my brain to produce the, you know what I'm saying, well, my mind bringing up the, you know what I'm saying, the experience for me to be able to have this as a probable thing for me to be able to manifest. You see what I'm saying? That's the things that I've done to be able to confirm and go through the self-realization, self-actualization, the self-deification of me standing in front of these entities or these deities and be the 13, be the center point of it. You see what I'm saying? So, like, for example, you got somebody, you might have to fight these niggas. However you know what I'm saying, created within your mind as a challenge, you're gonna have to do, and you're gonna have to have the mindset of the sorcerer. Like, you controlling this shit. This is your movie. This is your dream. You see what I'm saying? How can you be defeated within your own dream? How can you, or think more so like a scientist, like you doing, this is all an experiment that you conducting outside of even that framework. You outside of space and time doing this shit. Let's go back to the sex magic ritual. Now, this was the first time that I've experienced. Now the Cthulhu Boom ritual, this was a little different. Now I was Cthulhu and I fucked the shit out of Boom. Straight up and down. You can go back to the video I talked about this shit, and this shit was fantastic. This one was way more advanced than that shit. Because I fucked Boom from the perspective of Cthulhu. Right? I didn't embody the divine feminine. I didn't embody the aspect Ogoun, which for me it manifests as a female. This time, I had to embody shoot nigger off and Zippor. So basically, what the fuck it was is like everything I was doing prior to that was preparing me to do this ritual. All the subconscious reprogramming, all the brain hemisphere synchronization of the masculine, the feminine, the right hemisphere, the left hemisphere, the intuition with the logical and reasoning. That shit became one, became the singularity. It's all a part of me being a singularity. It's things that I have to, not have access to, and I have to fucking. It's not that I have to. It's like there's things that I set up for myself within my subconscious mind that just further enhancements or activations of me embodying this energy within my dream. So just be 100% with you shit and keep it 100, keep it raw, rugged, and you know what I'm saying, how you appreciate that shit. I literally felt I was fucking shooting nigger off, and I felt like what it was to be fucked by Zippor simultaneously. Understand something, both masculine and feminine, both androgynous energy, you have to be comfortable with that aspect. You have to be comfortable as a man here within this dream to be able to feel what it feels like to take energy into you, but also simultaneously be able to do the same, but give that energy, you know what I'm saying, be able to fuck and be fucked. Basically, I had to motherfucking be the one that I had to feel what it feel like to fuck and be fucked. And so however you fucking feel about that, however comfortable you are with it, you better put your morals aside, put your preconceived notions of what you think you are here. I'm a man, I know, nigga, this shit is, if you ain't built for this shit, if you ain't ready to deal with this raw, rugged chaos shit. I mean, think about what chaos energy is. Chaos is a feminine principle. Chaos is basically the energy the great mother uses to create everything. So you gotta understand something. Outside of space and time, you are the great mother. That dark matter energy shit, that's some real shit. That's a creative substance that we use to bring about everything. You see what I'm saying? It's not for the faint of heart. It's for motherfuckers who really got a working understanding of what they are and not what they appear to be within the flesh. You see what I'm saying? And the shit was fan fucking tastic. It blew me away. It was crazy, because imagine within your mind this shit taking place in like the center of a fucking black hole. I always use black holes. Black hole is, that shit means a lot to me. But surrounding this black hole was the entire pantheon of the Necronomicon and the entire pantheon of the Goetia. You see what I'm saying? And we're merging energies. And we're merging that raw ass chaos energy, and it's like a snake pit, or it's just like what you see now manifested. I told you, creating cosmic anomalies within your subconscious mind, within the hyperverse. You will see those have a side effect or cause hyperverse effect within matter, within this dream, as the two motherfucking black holes that they just discovered that's merging within motherfucker. That's what the fuck I did. I take credit for that, and that's the realization and confirmation of this shit. You're welcome. You can do this shit too. You see what I'm saying? Think outside the box of that astral plane shit. Go past that and start dealing with the hyperverse. Start dealing with the motherfucking void, and understand something. You both simultaneously going into the void as well as you already there. You are the motherfucking void. You see what I'm saying? And that's a feminine principle. That triple black darkness shit, that's a feminine principle. So understand, if you go in there, it's like a penis. You going into the pussy, the void. But you got to understand something. You both aspects. You both order and chaos. You both evil, good, everything. That's what alchemical transformation is. That's what the yin and yang is. That's what the singularity is. You everything. Are you comfortable with being everything? Everything you like, dislike, hate, love. You got to understand that shit. Set aside your human and moral comprehension of this shit and think like a titan. Think like a scientist. This is what the fuck you created this material existence for, to go through the trials and tribulations, trial and error of becoming, of remembering what you are, and reactivating your DNA. You know what I'm saying? Understand something. There's no veil. There's no only using 10% of your brain or junk DNA. Motherfucker, you using all your motherfucking DNA. You using all 100% of your brain. You just have the perception of you not being able to have access to that. You created boundaries and limitations on yourself because you bought into somebody else's idea of you only using this percentage of your brain, and then you believed it. And your thoughts make it real. Your mind makes it real. And as a man thinketh, so is he. So this was some next level shit. Literally, I want you to understand something. You gotta be comfortable. You gotta be comfortable with this shit now. However way you shape this shit. And being the man, being that alpha male energy that I represent, but also the alpha female energy. And understand something, that raw primordial great mother energy, that shoe nigga rough shit, there's that chaos energy of the masculine principle has no leg to stand on with this shit. It's just you become undone if you approach that shit thinking you just like from like an external perspective, from looking at it like it's outside of you. You gonna be what the motherfuckers was to the mind flare in the fucking episode 5 of fucking Stranger Things, where you gonna come about the great mother, or you gonna come about an aspect of the great mother, of the divine chaos energy, or the divine feminine, and you just gonna become undone. You gonna get swallowed the fuck up in that black goo, just like the rest of them motherfuckers were walking up in that warehouse and they just fucking just turned to sludge. That's some real ass shit when you approach this shit with the perspective of it's being external from you. You simultaneously approaching this energy, but you are already this energy. So you got to create the mental framework and the belief system with the subconscious reprogramming of being in two spaces at one time. That's the superposition shit. That's the qubit shit I be talking about. You understand what I'm saying? You everywhere. So how the fuck can you be in just one place and not the other when you both masculine and feminine? You androgynous. So nigga who holding on to this, I'm a man shit, I'm black here, I'm melanated here, nigga, that's only here. Nah, outside of this shit, I need you to understand something. You are motherfucking everything. I mean that shit literally, nigga. You everything. Not just everything that you've experienced, everything that everybody that ever fucking existed experienced. Everybody that ever motherfucking ever existed, even including in comic books and shit, them characters and shit, them real motherfuckers. You every motherfucking thing. You every motherfucking experience. You every fucking thing. Everything. Every fucking goddamn biological life form. Every idea, fuck form about an alien species somewhere, about the characteristic of the carbon-based mechanism of how their DNA came into fruition and how they came to be and how they invaded motherfucking a movie within Independence Day. You every motherfucking thing there is. That's what you are at your fucking default level. I told you that shit. Nah. Motherfuckers who ain't dealing with psychedelics and dealing with like psilocybin and really pushing the envelope of this shit is gonna sound like some alien gibberish to you. You ain't built for this shit. It's for motherfuckers who, I'm a fucking sorcerer. I know what the fuck I am, and I say that shit and I wield that shit 24/7, 365. Not just here within this dream, within reality. When I fucking so-called go to sleep and wake the fuck up, I'm doing this shit actively. And I do shit up there and I make that shit collapse within my reality or within my dream here. That's how I operate. I operate from the top down. If I fail here, if I'm outside of space and time, why the fuck would I be working on my root chakra all the way up when I came down on this motherfucker? But I work with them simultaneously, same time. Up and down, down is up. The title of this motherfucking video. Catch the jewel on that shit. Marinate on that for a minute. Down is up. So if this is a hallucination projected from the consciousness, that's you from your brain, through your brain, the filter, this shit is totally upside down and inside out. You see what I'm saying? Now, think about that shit. Study it. Research it. Don't just take my motherfucking word for it. Go about it. Shout out to motherfuckers who really took the shit I was saying with my last video and really did their own research on this shit and confirmed it for them motherfucking self. And they activate and they working on this shit and they getting confirmation like, damn, nigga, you was right. Nigga, you right, nigga. I ain't right, you right. I just opened the door, you walk through that shit and you found out your powers through that goddamn door. Not me, not my power, your motherfucking power, nigga. And niggas like, oh, fuck, shit. God damn, motherfucker. Nigga, don't praise me, don't give me props. Get your own motherfucking self props for collapsing and observing a nigga like me and brought me into your existence. For me to be a tool for you to utilize to open up your own shit. That's all the fuck I am to you niggas. Straight up. Now, for the last couple for like over a year, y'all remember I was fucking with the Zara Bonded shit. Hard. That's the energy I rock with. The Palos. I know the correspondent with the fucking railroad tracks. The warrior archetype. I activated that. Zara Bonded is a part of the singularity as well. But what I also didn't realize, what I just came into the realization of the last couple motherfucking maybe last couple of days. Shout out to Narwhal for bringing this into my attention. I go hard with drums, with rhythmic drums, African drums, of the Palos, the El Cristo Negro, but most recently, like today, or like last night and today, this morning, with the Ogoun energy. Because now I'm realizing, I don't know why I forgot this, or it wasn't part of my awareness, my perception didn't pick it up at the time, that Zarabanda and Ogoun correspond with each other. And that warrior archetype, that making, you know what I'm saying, that metal shit, that, you know what I'm saying, working with weapons, taking anything and making it a weapon, using that warrior archetype to do certain things. And that nigga come through every motherfucking time you ever heard my video. Watch me, you hear them trains, you see them train, them railroad tracks. That's that nigga trying to get my attention. And before, my perception, I didn't pick it up. I had it brought to my attention. And I said, oh shit. This motherfucker been fucking with me the whole time to activate him from the archetype or representation of Ogoun. And I have. Nah. The funny thing about this shit is that I don't have to wait till the weekend to do no ritual, no motherfucking more. I can do this shit while I'm talking to you, because I can compartmentalize myself. I know I'm a hyper-dimensional entity. Like, for example, like Dr. Manhattan, when go back to the movie Watchmen, where he was fucking this bitch, and at the same time he was motherfucking building some goddamn quantum wave computer goddamn shit, and he was over here doing some shit in Russia, he was over here doing some shit, and she was like, God damn it, nigga, I want you to focus. And he was like, nigga, I'm everywhere at one time, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit you can do, and that's the type of shit I do all the motherfucking time. So I did a ritual. Why does that fucking work? Why driving the motherfucking work, actually, where I created an environment within my mind, on the hyperverse, of coming in contact with Ogoun, seeing him. The nigga on my altar, he's on my altar under the personification or archetype of Kratos, as well as Thor, as well as motherfucking, who else I got on my shit? I forget. I got another motherfucking, I just looked at my altar and I'm like, fuck, these niggas was right here the whole goddamn time. I didn't pick that shit up, because my perception wasn't at the level it was needed to be necessary for me to be able to realize that shit and actualize that shit. So when I'm dealing with this energy, when I deal with Ogoun, I don't see, it's not external to me. Ogoun represents, it's like an energy, and I walk into it and I become Ogoun. Because of that, my attitude changed. Everything, all the attributes that you would attribute to Ogoun, or that raw ass warrior ass archetype, it's similar to Zarabanda's, but it's different because it's under the envelope of the Yoruba or Risha type of shit, whatever fucking one it is. It's under that envelope. So that I'm picking up on that energy, and I got access to all other entities when it comes to that. Now, so in my experience with dealing with shit, I mounted that energy. Now I become Ogoun. So it's a part of, nigga, you hearing that nigga speak to me right now. So what's up, niggas? That raw ass energy. Now I'm gonna tell you why it comes into, where it comes into play, why you need to fuck with this energy. Because I told you in the past before that anything I experience, anything that I read, anything that I watch, I internalize and I weaponize it automatically. I make it my own. I put myself in it, and I'm like, oh, whatever movie I'm watching, and say it's a Marvel character, superhero, or it can be a romantic comedy, whatever attribute that they doing, using in the movie to get up, you know what I'm saying, to create the environment for them to be successful. I absorb that shit and I make it my own. So when I'm fucking with Ogoun, with that energy, with that raw ass energy of turning anything to a weapon, you already heard me before talk about I can transmute any motherfucking material object and with a magical fucking you know what I'm saying, ability with it, based on using my creativity and my imagination. So with this energy, where it comes into play at, that sorcery aspect comes into play in the hyperverse when you dealing with shit, when you face to face with some shit, because it ain't all fluffy. I'm telling you niggas, it ain't all fluffy, it ain't all good. This shit is some horrific ass realms on the hyperverse. You better be comfortable with that shit. If you stepping up outside of your comfortability or whatever little universe you created, because you create universes. Understand that shit. I'm not talking about houses. I'm not talking about just realms. You creating whole goddamn universes where you exist in. You got shit there set up to your liking, set up to the shit that you subconsciously reprogrammed yourself here within the dream to bring about, to produce on the hyperverse. But it's other horrific realms. And long story short, Those horrific realms exist within everything that you ever read about any horror movie, any goddamn Necronomicon book you read. Those realms literally exist. Those entities literally exist. Galactus literally exists. Nyarlathotep literally exists. And guess what? Those are all attributes of you. But if you ain't got that self-realization and bring about that that confirmation for yourself, you will see them externally to you. And they might fuck you up. Whatever. So guess what? You're gonna have to know some shit. You're gonna have to be very adept at sorcery. I'm not talking about however the fuck you see sorcery. You better learn that shit. You better do it, nigga. You better fuck that. You watching the goddamn movie on Wishmaster or something, you better fucking weaponize that shit, because you're going to have to use that shit up there, outside of here, because that's real. If you don't, if you're going about this shit, then you're going to get a gun and shoot. What the fuck you going to do when you come face to face with a goddamn, with me under the personification to shoot nigga? What the fuck you going to do? Shit your goddamn pants? Or nigga, you going to handle your goddamn business? By any means necessary. You better manifest a goddamn infinity gauntlet or some shit, nigga. You better do something. Cause that's the type of shit that you may come across when you dealing with outside the comprehension of whatever the fuck you create, whatever universe you created. So nigga, don't be going, if you ain't comfortable, nigga, don't be going motherfucking strolling out that motherfucker on some willy-nilly shit, cause there's some horrific ass shit about this motherfucker. Good, bad, and ugly. So you got your fluffy realms, you got your, you know what I'm saying, your love and light realms. Where it's this all blissful love, like the shit you hear with these motherfuckers taking DMT. And it's also some goddamn horrific realms where nigga, down is up is down, everything is inside out on some. You better be comfortable with this shit. I'm talking about some grotesque ass shit. I'm talking about some chest buster, face hugger type shit. I'm talking about nigga. Because nigga like me, like I told you, I watch all them movies. I'm not watching movies. Those are weapons to me. The Thing, weaponized. Necronomicon, whatever got the mist, weaponized. Fucking Prince of Darkness, weaponized. In the Mouth of Madness, weaponized. The entirety of the Alien franchise, weaponized. Predator, weaponized. Any goddamn Marvel DC movie, weaponized. Any goddamn Thanos book, weaponized. Goetia, weaponized. Every fucking thing that I experience, I weaponize it, because I know that's me. And I know I'm going to need that shit when I'm outside of space and time. I know that. Dormammu, weaponized. Doctor Strange, weaponized. Sorcerer Supreme, weaponized. Dr. Doom, God Emperor Dr. Doom. When he killed the fucking Beyonders and absorbed that energy and became the motherfucking God ruler of his realm. Weaponized. They are literally exist. So fuck you niggas. Don't listen to me, nigga. Go listen to Kalindi E when he break that shit down about Marvel Comics, about the shit that motherfucking Stan Lee and Jack Kirby was on when they came about these goddamn characters. What the fuck you think they was doing? They was on fucking psilocybin, downloading that fucking archetype and that raw ass thought form and creating characters that you think is fiction. Them niggas is real as you is, nigga. They way more real than you, nigga, because they exist in the real reality, which is the hyperverse, which is outside of flesh, which is outside of matter, which is outside of space and time. That's where the fuck you at. You better get comfortable with that shit, and you better know that you ain't even real, nigga. This shit is not real, but you here. So what the fuck you doing with the opportunity that you presented yourself? You need to be working on your goddamn alchemy, nigga. Fuck this goddamn economic plan, nigga. Fuck a goddamn getting your goddamn hand out with any of these white motherfuckers. You just taking this, man, nigga. This shit don't mean shit down here, nigga. But it can if you take all these opportunities and you transmute whatever the fuck you're going through to produce the enhancement of your alchemy. If you want to do that on some sorcery shit, then all this shit can benefit you. That's what I did. I fucking ritualized and weaponized existence itself, and including your belief in the existence of you. That shit, that raw ass belief, transmutated for my alchemical transformation. Thank you very fucking much. That's the shit I'm talking about. All of this shit around you is but a reminder of what you are, and a reminder for you to access and activate this shit and just remember and reconnect to it. Because there's spirit in everything, because everything that you observe is coming from you. So the spirit that's in you is infusing everything around you. Communicate with it, talk to it, just like you talk to your motherfucking self. Nigga, you everything. Straight up. So on the astral plane, nigga, on the hyperverse, I can be white, I can be black, I can be any fucking thing I want. I got everything at my fucking disposal. at any moment in time, simultaneously. Danny DeVito fucking around, be on Cheers and shit, going through a goddamn episode. Fucking any fucking thing, nigga, you name it. You fucking name it, you gotta stretch. You gotta break all boundaries and all fucking any type of restriction that you have in yourself. And you gotta dive into the motherfucking chaos. You gotta go head first in that shit. There's no motherfucking way around it. And once you do, you gotta, nigga, ain't no choice. Either you gonna fucking become the chaos or you gonna get swallowed up by it, nigga. That's the only fucking, you gonna get swallowed up by it. You just gonna go mad and you just gonna lose yourself. So a lot of these motherfuckers who take these mushrooms and dealing with DMT, and when they talk about the death of their ego or they lose themselves, that happens to them, especially white folks who fucking with this shit, because they don't exist outside of this, but they exist as a thought form. They exist as a idea, a torpor, something to be used. So they come about that shit, they become literally possessed. Like they don't have no mind of them, but they don't have no mind. They don't. You see what I'm saying? That's a very, very dangerous predicament to be in. Well, not dangerous, it is what it is. There's no other way around it. So that's why they talk about the death of your ego. So you gotta be able to do the shit I did, where, and I gotta credit fucking Weaponized Hotel for this, where he showed me that when I did my self-initiation ritual with the Necronomicon, that be the center point of the chaos, but also keep your personality, keep your ego. You gotta do it the way you gotta do it. You can't motherfucking consciously try to, I gotta keep myself, I gotta stay here. No, nigga, you in a fucking maelstrom like a goddamn hurricane. You gotta surrender. Why I say that? Why, what I mean by that is you gotta surrender control. It's a down is up is down. The jewel in that is when you surrender to it, you control it, because it's an illusion. This is an illusion. This is a dream. So, but this jewel here, you gotta surrender to the process. You gotta just let it go. Let whatever you subconsciously reprogram yourself with, let it work for you. Let it do what it do. Don't try to control it. You can't beat a river downstream. Go back to the movie Doctor Strange, listen to the Ancient One and Wardrobe break down surrendering, the process of surrendering. Whatever the fuck you subconsciously reprogrammed yourself with, if it's some real shit, it's gonna stand on its own. You gotta stand on your own. You gotta let your true self, which is your subconscious mind, stand on its own. But also, you will be able to be in the center point of everything and be still. That's how you control the chaos. That's how you tame Azathoth. That's how you slay Tiamat. That's Marduk. That's how you do it. You gotta be the center point. You gotta be fucking still. Understand that. And understand that when you're approaching any of these archetypes, any of these energies, Ogoun specifically. Shout out to Narwhal for breaking this down to me. You have to be still. What I mean by that is, I don't mean just physically still. Your fucking mind has to be still and focused on absolutely nothing. Because when you focus your mind on absolutely nothing, you focus in what you're really doing is surrendering to the process of focusing on absolutely everything. Be still. Trust the work that you put in, the rituals that you've done, all the fucking shit that you built up, all the credit you built up with your rituals, all the energy, all the archetype, all the goddamn subconscious reprogramming you went under, all the neuroplasticity, the brain wave entrainment, the brain synchronization, the hemisphere coagulation, the DNA activation, the melanin activation, the fucking necromancy, dealing with the ancestors, opening them up, freeing them from their trauma, all of that shit. Allow that to stand on its own, because that's what you are. You are those energies. Allow that energy to do what it do. You can't beat a river downstream. When you do that, you understand that you the singularity. You understand that you everything. You're comfortable with what comes with that. Everything will change. Because this is what change is, motherfucker. Chaos is change. So if you really want to change, you gotta change. You gotta be the goddamn change. Fuck waiting on me to do it, waiting on anybody else to do it. I'm the here nigga that's telling you that I activated this shit, and I'm here to tell you and show you the way that you can do this shit for yourself. But you ain't gotta use my specific example. Create your own, because this shit ain't in no book. Nigga, I ain't fucking go through no Paulo fucking rich book. Nigga, I went straight to the goddamn source. I'm El Cristo Negro. Why wouldn't I? You see what I'm saying? So that's how I approach these energies. Now, because of that, the niggas gonna show up. They niggas gonna, nigga, hold on, who the fuck is you, nigga? Is you really about it, nigga? Nigga, you gonna come fake. That's where your heart gotta be light as a feather. That's where your fucking integrity and your true intention is naked. You can't, ain't no hide, nigga. Ain't no hide in what's in your subconscious mind. None of that shit. Everything is bare for them motherfucker to see, and they judging it. They seeing where the fuck you at. Where, you know what I'm saying? What's your true intention with this shit? You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about past life, future life, current life, all simultaneously. Every fucking thing. Every goddamn sigil that you put in a meme, that you got motherfucker that's embedded in their subconscious mind, every goddamn thing is visible. Everything is being judged simultaneously. Are you comfortable with that? You motherfucker, you answer that question. Because if you're not, you're getting fucked up by approaching this raw ass energy that you are, not being pure heart or not being true, not your intention ain't 100. You see what I'm saying? That's where your energy is you gonna eat yourself. You're gonna cannibalize yourself. You can't approach these energies yourself. You can't approach these spirits and these entities within you from a perspective of you being lower than them or you being somehow inferior to them. Now, if you approach them on some shit like me, nigga, I'm like, yeah, I'm not nigga. What's up, nigga? I'm 13, motherfucker. Now, because of that cause and effect, I'm gonna be faced with challenges. And I love my challenge. My dick get hard when I'm faced with challenges of life and death or motherfucking me going mad or some shit when I'm dealing with that chaos energy. You see what I'm saying? That's the challenge. That's where I took all that fucking challenge that I had and being a basketball player, I wanted to go to the NBA, and I fucking aim that shit at this shit, at alchemy. I'm like, motherfucker, that's where I'm aiming this shit at. You see what I'm saying? And I'm like Michael Jordan with this shit. I'm fucking psychopathic when it comes to this shit. I love it. Face to face with an opportunity to challenge myself. You see what I'm saying? Face to face with death. Face to face with Los Santísimo Muerte, showing me every goddamn simultaneous death that I ever fucking had in all my past lives and my future lives and my current ones. And guess what? I'm everything that ever died ever. Nigga, you, every goddamn ancestor that got ripped apart, every goddamn shark that ate some fucking goddamn warrior, I'm every fucking thing that ever died. And I saw that shit and I was indifferent to it. I was like, show me more. So I had to show and prove to Los Santísimo Muerte that I was El Cristo Negro, nigga, solid. You see what I'm saying? I had to. Nah. You go about it how you want to go about it. That's how I'll go straight to the goddamn source. I'm like, fuck the middleman. I'm going to the goddamn source. I am that nigga El Cristo Negro. So I went through the goddamn self-initiation ritual, or just wearing that energy, embodying that shit, putting the goddamn memes up, putting the sigils up, embedded within the memes to generate that energy, to generate the belief, not in just you believing it, but myself in believing it. Building up that credit, building up the subconscious reprogramming, building up the neuroplasticity to fire off on them neurotransmitters and shit to produce this, the anterior cingulate cortex to produce that effect, that emotional response to me embodying this true, this black Christ, this Christ energy. You know what I'm saying? The Christos Melos, the black Jesus, all of that shit. Everything attributed to what El Cristo Negro represents. That's what I represent. As a part of, you know what I'm saying, as the head of the singularity. So for example, look at it like this. You got sperm and you got an egg. The egg is me here. The sperm, all them trillions of sperms, those are the archetype that's rushing to me, the part of the singularity, trying to motherfucking impregnate this egg. And the first motherfucker to impregnate this egg, you know what I'm saying, figuratively speaking, was El Cristo Negro. Based on the affinity and the energy that I built up with this fucking energy, the archetype. He came through first. So he's the head. He's the chief. He's the motherfucker that came through. He's the head of it. But all them other motherfuckers came through too, like from a multi-dimensional aspect. Nyarlathotep, Azathoth, Cthulhu, Brahma. You ready to hear this shit? Joe Paterno, Heath Ledger, Al Simmons, Spawn. Who else? Adolf Hitler. Who else came through? The Great Mother. Sirius C. M87, the black hole that they just discovered in space. Imagine what a communication would be like if you were to hear a black hole speak through a body, per se. That's a sign that nigga want me to start talking about it. So I'm in my pocket now, Ogoun. Now listen. When you're dealing with this Ogoun energy, or any warrior archetype, understand that the whole point of you reading about it, trying to understand what this energy represents, you need to always have the mindset of weaponizing this energy, of internalizing yourself as Ogoun, as that warrior archetype, as being a warrior and adept at using weapons, combat, sorcery, because those are the tools that's going to be necessary for you to show and prove what you are outside of space and time. When you're dealing with shit in the hyperverse, you will have to use that. You will have to weaponize that. If you just reading this shit just to know, just to have some useless information, if you're not doing nothing with it, and you die here, what do you have to show for your effort in learning about this energy? What are you gonna do when you're outside of the flesh? When you just raw spirit? If you don't know any forms of sorcery, any form of combat, what are you gonna do? You can't call on nobody to help you. You can't. Your ancestors can't help you. Your aunt can't help you. No hotep nigga can help you. Only motherfucker that can help you is your motherfucking self. So why not weaponize that Ogoun energy? That's the raw ass energy. That's some primordial shit. Why not weaponize me as that? Why not take the opportunity right now to stop this goddamn video and go research everything that you need to fucking research under that Ogoun energy and weaponize it and internalize it? Do it. Stop this motherfucker right now and go do this shit. Nigga, get back at me later. This shit'll be up later. Because you're going to need that shit. You're going to need to understand that shit. You're going to need to understand that that's going to be the blade that's going to chop through any boundaries, any limitations, any restrictions that you have presently right now within your subconscious mind. That shit is barriers. Those are things, those are opportunities for you to go through and cut off. Because you have them things, those thought forms embedded within you now, and you believe them, and you don't go through the shadow work per se, or the experience in going about your subconscious mind and alleviating yourself of any thought form that's going to keep you stuck, so to speak. You're going to suffer from that. You're going to get fucked up outside of this. And that might be me fucking you up. Because if you're going about this shit, you can't speak with your mouth. You can't hear with your ears. You can't smell with your nose. You can't feel with your hands. This is raw spirit. So I'm telling you, you're going to have to know sorcery. You're going to have to, motherfucker. If you're going to walk, you got to have feet to walk. You got to build up the momentum within your legs, within the brain, telling your body to move. You're going to have to do this shit. These are necessary things. You're going to have to. If you don't, so understanding what Kalindi E represented when he talks about these energies, these archetypes, like being literally existing outside of the hyperverse. That's real shit. So, for example, if you a hotep nigga, right? You've been a hotep nigga your whole life, so you built up a lot of energy in being this nigga that's gonna fight for black rights, that's gonna, your General Seti, yo Pharaoh, them niggas who had that belief, right? Okay, that's all fine and dandy here. If you using that shit or having that thought form, if you're trying to just whatever you doing to improve your human endeavor, your human existence here, that's all fine here, nigga. But this shit not real. So when they pass over, niggas like that, who ain't really adept at sorcery, at black magic, at chaos magic, or chaos energy itself, they pass over, they just, all that shit about the ancestors and oh shit, Kemet and Egypt and they're gonna have those. They're gonna create them type of environments for themselves to be in. You know, but the problem is that those are human environments. Those are environments where you in the human body, you experience what it is to be in front of a pyramid, to be black, to be melanated, to deal with other niggas. You know what I'm saying? You talk to your ancestors and shit, because you ain't freed your ancestors. So you still see them as physical people like you, humans. To a macro like me, to a preternatural entity like myself. When I see shit like that, I'm looking at it from above. Down, like I'm looking at a motherfucking, like I just opened up my refrigerator and I got food to eat. Because those thoughts pertaining to human, and anything human outside of this shit is literally transmutated into food outside in the hyperverse. Because humanity does, you can't take that shit, you can't take this human shit with you. That's why you leave a goddamn body here. The body stays here in the illusion, in the lie, in the dream. That's why you can't take it with you. Why the fuck would you want to take that with you? The only thing you can take with you is your spirit, where your raw ass energy, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it, soul, okay, soul, whatever. And if you ain't motherfucking built up no fucking, you gotta learn sorcery, witchcraft, magic. You got to. How the fuck you think we was on that shit so long in the past? What the fuck? This shit is built on magic. This shit is built on chaos magic, chaos energy, sorcery. So you going up there on that human shit, I'm telling you, you might run into a goddamn Galactus. You might run into, I might, you know what I'll do? Y'all saw the movie Mist, right? Imagine this in your own imagination. Imagine a group of Hotep niggas going back to Kemet, circa whatever pharaoh, whatever was going on at the time. You name it, Seti, whatever. Niggas being in front of pyramids and shit. Niggas got their ox and shit, right? Niggas rocking it. Niggas let's doing whatever the fuck they were doing in that time, right? Human shit. Imagine the sun, you know, starting to set. It's getting real dark. You know, it's starting to get cold a little bit. Boom! Out of fucking nowhere, mist starts to shoot out at the apex of the fucking pyramids. Shit get cloudy. Niggas holding their what the fuck is going on? That's what they saying. And all of a sudden, you hearing the horrific sounds of flesh being torn. And now they can't see it. Because something's in the motherfucking mist. That raw ass universe B energy. That chaos energy. Monsters, horrific ass, preternatural, alien, horrific ass abomination to your human comprehension. That type of shit. I do that type of shit. Why? If I was bored. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be comfortable with that type of shit. You gotta be comfortable with. You hear niggas talk about, nigga, I'm willing to die for this shit. Nigga, you better be willing to kill for this shit. Cause I kill niggas outside of this motherfucker. Understand something. You energy, you gonna be like, you can either be created or destroyed, but you can be swallowed the fuck up and spit back out. Next thing you know, you a newborn baby and shit. That type of shit. Because outside of this motherfucker, you gotta be willing, you gotta be adept at sorcery. You gotta be adept at all of that shit. You gotta be comfortable with both aspects of yourself, as light and dark. Good and bad, ugly, all in between. You see what I'm saying? This is not for the faint of heart. This niggas ain't built for this shit. I know that. I hear them niggas whimpering on the astral plane. Niggas scared. Nigga, I show up and I might be a nightmare to nigga. I do all kind of shit to niggas. And I'm feeding on that quanta, that raw emotion, that cortisol energy. So that shit you see in Monsters Inc., I am them niggas in Monsters Inc. That's some real ass shit. Go back and watch the movie Coraline, that shit outside the motherfuckers with the goddamn eyes and shit, with buttons, nigga, that shit, all that shit. I told you it's weaponized. So I watch all that shit. I just download it. I'm like, okay. One of my favorites, though. One of my favorite personifications of myself was in the movie motherfucking Alien Covenant. Not Covenant. Is it Covenant? Yeah, Covenant. The scene where they was on the planet of the engineers. The engineers are, you know, the white, big, giant motherfuckers, the creators of humanity, so to speak. And that motherfucking android showed up, right? He showed up on that spaceship. And that nigga, they looked up. And they saw that nigga open up that goddamn black goo. Nigga, I am black goo, nigga. Shout out to that motherfucker German goddamn physicist, that scary white motherfucker talking about what black goo is and how motherfucking that shit is. So, yeah, nigga. When he dropped down that black goo on them motherfuckers, watch what happened. I do that to Hotep niggas. I do that to niggas who going about this shit on the hyperverse under the personification or the semblance of a human being. Humanity don't exist outside of here. Humanity, a human being is food, is like chicken wings to niggas outside on the hyperverse. You are food. You can't take that shit with you. You can't take the thoughts and the semblance. You gotta leave this shit behind. You gotta leave it. And you gotta let your motherfucking spirit stand on its own. And you better have some goddamn sorcery to be weaponized, to be utilized, nigga. Because if you don't, you going about that shit still thinking you in a body and shit. Go back to the movie Ghost. You're dead, Willie. When that nigga Willie got hit by that goddamn car, and that nigga was like, looking at himself, still thinking he was human. No. You're dead, Willie. Next thing you know. Nigga running. No, nigga, that happens. See, when I watch something, I'm dangerous. You niggas should not show me shit, because I weaponize it. I don't watch every goddamn movie you can think of, nigga. Weaponize it. Scanners, nigga. Don't fuck with me, dog. I already got control of y'all niggas' heart rate and brain synchronization, brain entrainment right now with the gamma wave. Don't fuck with me, nigga. Nigga, use me as a tool to sharpen your own blade for you to embark this shit on your own, nigga, because you just as bad, as advanced as this shit as I am. You just gotta have the perception to be able to actualize that shit and weaponize it. Take what the fuck I'm saying and weaponize this shit for yourself and add your own shit to it, nigga. Make it your own. Church. Ghost, nigga. Nigga came and got that nigga. Where he take that nigga? Where he go? Outside of space and time, nigga. Next thing you know, nigga probably got fucked. Nigga ain't no telling what the fuck happened. Use your imagination what happened to that nigga Willie. So Pharaoh, them niggas Sadie and them niggas, that's Willie, nigga. Don't be Willie. Don't get fucked up. Lay this shit here. Motherfucker, I look at this shit like this. Humanity, right? We using these bodies, these suits, these meat suits. That's like a nigga falling in love with humanity, falling in love with you being like you and like you human, like you just this one thing you see in the mirror. It's akin to a nigga running bustos on a bitch, and you that one nigga that fell in love with the pussy. That nigga, 100 niggas hit, man. I love her, man. She mine now, nigga. Y'all can't fuck her no more. This my bitch, nigga. Like, what the fuck is you doing, nigga? You hoe ass nigga. She a hoe. She a bust down, dog. And you in love with this bitch? I just busted up in her mouth, nigga. This nigga fucked on her ass, and this nigga was getting robbed. Nigga, we 3P this bitch. Do you love her? Leave that bitch, man. She is what she is, nigga. You can't. What the fuck is you doing? She don't even want, nigga. You can't train no hoe into a housewife, nigga. Nigga, she don't even want that, nigga. No, nigga, she mine, nigga. Next thing you know, 6 months later, she still cheating on this nigga. Man, I fuck with that bitch, man. That's what humanity is, nigga. Leave humanity like you leave that hoe behind, nigga. That's what she is. We gonna utilize her, nigga. And we gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do what it do. I have no motherfucking disrespect to them. That women are women like that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, nigga, don't fall in love with the pussy, nigga. Don't fall in love with the pussy that humanity or material existence represents, nigga. You gotta leave this shit behind, my nigga. Leave it. Or you gonna get fucked the fuck up. Carry away, nigga. You see the sigil? Skull gang, nigga. Told you this goddamn skull represents every goddamn human skull that ever goddamn existed, and the brain included with the shit. It's your pineal gland. Carry away, light, photon, intention, sigil, subconscious reprogramming, language of the subconscious mind. What is it? Trauma, repetition, and you guessed it, symbols. Nah, since my heart is light as a feather, and I'm pure heart, me doing that shit was to benefit your alchemical transformation. For you to utilize what I'm saying, weaponize and internalize it to use in your own ritual setting to produce the self-empowerment, self-deification, self-actualization, and the fucking self-confidence, supreme confidence of being able to embody what it is that I represent as a singularity. For you to go about your own corporeal existence to prove and prove that shit to yourself. I just gave that to you, nigga. I told you, nigga. You, me, and I'm you. Down is up. How many goddamn times I'm gonna flip this shit? Fuck. You know how like villains in movies, motherfucking hold apples and shit. That's why I fuck with apples. And just like it's some asshole type shit to do. Like a nigga just eat the apple like. And we talking this shit at the same time. That's some alpha shit, man. You see movies like 300 and motherfucking what's that other shit? My nigga Ricky Ward, the nigga who plays Superman. Nigga, when you kill nigga and this shit, you laying over them niggas just be eating apples and shit. Talking shit to niggas when niggas got blades and swords stuck in them. I like that alpha shit. That's what I'm doing to you hooked up niggas. Fucking time, is it, nigga? Shit. Talking this shit. Alright. But I say all that to say this, man. You gotta start fucking with sex magic, man. I'm talking about some real ass sex magic. I'm talking about fuck how you feel, nigga. Niggas and bitches too. Becoming comfortable with it feels like to be fucked and getting fucked. Or to fuck and get fucked. To feel like what it is to be a personification of a woman and have an orgasm. Also simultaneously feel what it feels like to be a man and have an orgasm. And merging them two goddamn energies, because there's nothing more powerful than that. That's straight chaos. That's creation. That's everything. That's what the fuck it is. Are you comfortable with that? Straight up. Nigga, you can do that shit right now in your imagination. Do it, nigga. That's the real shit. You can listen to me simultaneously and do a goddamn ritual or a goddamn experience for yourself doing that shit. Create the physical results or the belief in your brain that you busting a nut or you having an orgasm. Like, you can do this shit right now. Because guess what, nigga? I'm still fucking shooting nigga off outside sleeping. I'm fucking every goddamn day. It don't stop. Why you think I'm always coming with new creative shit to do? Why you think I'm coming up with so many goddamn ideas? It's coming from it's coming from that raw divine feminine energy coming from chaos. So when I talk about putting in the work, I mean, nigga, this shit here ain't shit, nigga. This is a dream. I told you, nigga, this is a goddamn dream, nigga. This shit ain't even real, but what's real is outside this motherfucker. Everything I'm doing outside of here is being downloaded here. Therefore, I'm experiencing this shit. I'm embodying what it is I am outside of here within my goddamn dream, within your reality. That's why I'm doing the shit I'm doing, nigga. You brought me into existence, nigga. Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. And this shit is absolutely fun. Another thing. Goddamn beetle. Animals, insects. Fucking with these certain frequencies, I noticed that, nigga, they just coming to me. I'm talking about deers coming to me. I can feed deer out my hand if I want to. Nigga, I saw a goddamn possum in the daytime, nigga. A fucking possum. Nigga, they nocturnal. Nigga just walking in my yard. I'm like, what the fuck? I remembered, nigga. My entire goddamn city I'm in. This motherfucking going off that vortex of energy, that goddamn frequency wave that I embedded within the goddamn environment. So, everything in my environment is operating on to what my intention is. I don't even fucking remember what fucking frequency is on. All I know is, nigga, you better, if you fucking with this type of shit, side effects to it. And one of it, nigga, just animals just coming up to you. Like you a magnet, nigga. Not just animals, but people. Everything. Weird shit. Like, every day is fucking, I'm living everyday existence of being in deja vu. Like, that's just normal. It's a dream. I told you. Every day it's just what it is. I'm just comfortable with this shit. I don't even like, oh shit, I thought I did this before. I mean, of course I did this shit before. Don't motherfucker. This is my goddamn dream. I've been doing this shit for eons. You have too. Once you change your perception, upgrade it, enhance it, activate it. Be still. However you need to do to come about that fucking self-realization, it's gonna be the biggest goddamn aha moment you ever had in your life. You go, nigga, of course I was doing this shit. Of course I was controlling this shit. Oh my God. But with that realization comes the side effect that there's no excuses, nigga. There's no victimhood. How can the fuck can you be a goddamn victim in your own creation, in your own experiment, in your own simulation. I need you to explain that to me, Hotep, nigga. How can you be a god and be a victim? How can you be a god that created existence itself and white people and be a victim to them? Like, how? But, as I said, holding on to that thought. Nigga, that's just salt in the meats, nigga. And that's why I'm saying humans fall easy prey, nigga. I mean, what the fuck is that goddamn Narwhal? You watching this shit? Send nigga, post the link in the comment section of that goddamn movie, bro. That 80s movie we was talking about. The Pineal, the From Beyond. That scene. Show them niggas what, yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But so what you would want to do is, man, read these goddamn books like H.P. Lovecraft, short story, Thing on the Doorstep, and other weird stories. Charles Fort, Lowe, motherfucking The Book of the Damned, Wild Talents, John Keel, Thomas Bearden, Lieutenant Thomas Bearden, dealing with the Excalibur, dealing with supernatural paranormal shit. I'm talking about literal, that upside down shit. The literal shit you see in Stranger Things, man, y'all niggas, man, come on, bro. These aren't shows. These aren't, they are for mundane human niggas. To a nigga like me, this is confirmation. It's just more weapons. This is more fucking bullets in my gun, nigga, for me to embody and me to articulate and actualize and weapon outside of the hyperverse, nigga. So don't get fucked up, nigga. I am the mind flayer. I am the goddamn Demogorgon, nigga. And your fear, that blood, you're gonna get barbed up out this motherfucker. Go back in season 1 of Stranger Things and see what happened to Barb, nigga. That's you Hotep niggas. Or any of you scared motherfuckers listening to this shit, nigga. I don't know why the fuck you listening to it, because it's been on to... come on, man. So you see what I'm saying? You hear the fucking arrogance and the confidence I got with this shit, right? I'm also humble too, but it goes hand in hand. And I'm telling you, you just, if I'm advanced, nigga, you advanced, nigga. We are a holographic representation of each other. This is all fractal, nigga. So I got the attitude. I walk around like, well, my dick swinging, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I know what my dick game do. Do you know what your dick game do? Can you do that? Can you have that swag, that motherfucking drip about yourself, that confidence, nigga, that alpha male motherfucking energy, that real energy shit, nigga, and just go about doing your work knowing you get the confirmation and shit by goddamn quantum physicists and astrophysicists of confirming the work that you doing outside of the hyperverse, the cosmic anomalies that you creating and shit when you going on the hyperverse and shit, and they confirming that shit with new discovery, new goddamn black hole location, just giant ass fucking planet that exists in this forbidden zone. This shit need to be there. Nigga, do you have any idea the shit I'm doing? That's the shit that you doing, nigga. Your perception just gotta be there to connect to it. Like, just reconnect to it. Just remember what the fuck you are, nigga. You everything, nigga. You the singularity. I just told you the singularity, nigga. It's up to you to build your goddamn self up, nigga. To build the goddamn Lego blocks up to get to the motherfucking horizon, nigga, and realize that shit. Like, when you go on the top of that mountain and you open the door in that goddamn cave, guess who in that motherfucker? You, nigga. It's a big giant ass mirror with a reflection of you. That get you that nigga. I told you that. I don't give a fuck who hearing this shit. Man, woman, child, beast, robot, cyborg, nigga, whatever. That's who the fuck you are, nigga. So I ain't never gonna speak disempowerment to you. You already know that, because I can't speak it to myself. But if you still holding on to this human shit, this whole black liberation, black and so excellent shit, nigga, you better leave that shit here, nigga. You better be indifferent to all this shit going on down here and weaponize your entire existence. You're gonna have to, or you're gonna get fucked up. I'm talking like, I ain't talking about like just, there's way worse things than death, nigga. Death things, man, come on, bro. I'm talking about being tortured, nigga, for billions of years, nigga. You that motherfucking nigga Prometheus stuck on a goddamn rock mountain somewhere getting your guts and entrails ate the fuck out. You dreaming of dying and shit. You just keep re-healing and shit and going through the goddamn pain of every goddamn biological life form at the same time. All the goddamn transmitters in your body to pick up pain. Nigga, you gonna be experiencing that type of shit for a goddamn billion years or some shit or whatever the fuck. I get tired and decide to let you off that motherfucker. Now I just said that, and I created that shit within your goddamn mind, within your imagination. So you saw the visual, therefore it exists. It's a probability, nigga. Don't get fucked up. See what I'm saying? That's how this shit works. So I said, you gotta know some shit. You gotta know some goddamn sorcery, man. You can't be fucking around. This apple good than a motherfucker. Appreciate all the goddamn comments. I can't read them right now. I wish I could. I'm letting this flow stay rolling through me. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta let it flow. But whatever the fuck y'all niggas saying, I love it and I appreciate the shit. Trust me when I tell you that shit. As y'all can see, it's getting hotter than a motherfucker, and I love it. Another thing about this heat, I told y'all, motherfucker, what are you doing with the heat? What are you doing with the sound that you're hearing? What are you doing with this energy? Are you storing it? Are you utilizing it? You need to weaponize those goddamn 5 senses. Any way, shape, or form you want to. Me, I say, fuck it. I'm weaponizing my entire goddamn, all my senses for my alchemy, for my alchemical transformation. I don't give a fuck what it is, what fucking goddamn ability it is. Since I don't give a fuck. Everything I smell is transmutated for my alchemy. Everything I'm touching, feeling, tasting, seeing, hearing. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to say before I get the fuck off this motherfucker. Man. You know how they can talk about using certain frequencies of music to, like, meditative music to get to a certain level. You know, that peaceful shit, that tranquil shit you be saying, that new age fluffy shit. You know what I listen to get to levels like that? Or what I enjoy listening to. It's East Coast, raw ass, blood, gun, gangster music, nigga. So like over the weekend, I listened to motherfucking Fly Guy's Awesome Guy, West Side Gun, Griselda, nigga. I'm the Griselda records of this shit that I'm doing, nigga. Whatever the fuck you wanna call it. Kicking in the door, waving in the fofo, nigga. My fofo, make sure your kid don't grow that type of shit, nigga. I ask no questions, nigga. Handing out L's, nigga. That's my energy. But when I'm listening to this shit, and I'm at this heightened sense of awareness, also I'm embedded within it in certain frequencies, certain brain waves. At the same time, I'm listening to this music. It's a totally different experience. It's like, oh shit. You start to taste the sound. You become West Side Gun. I become Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. Nigga, I'm there in the studio writing this shit down or spitting this shit as they recording this shit for the album that I've listened to. It's like you just become these niggas and you go there and you experience all the rhymes. You see how you laid this shit out. And the sound. And the drums, the kicks, snares, metaphors, nigga, similes, motherfucking everything with the layer within the bars. You know what I'm saying? All you just see it all and you experiencing it all and you just like, oh, you doing it. You are these niggas. And that experience listening to that music to get to a goddamn heightened sense of awareness. I do the same shit. I can go to Universe B with that shit. On the Hyperverse, the same shit the nigga doing, listening to some nigga, I could put the frequency up, had that shit embedded on some goddamn Cool G rap shit, and nigga do the goddamn same thing. Cause I'm not thinking like him. I'm like, oh, this is negative. This is black music. We shouldn't be killed. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what them niggas saying. I break that shit down. I told you I'm weaponizing everything, and everything is weaponized and utilized for sorcery, but also for my alchemical fucking transformation. So I don't give a fuck what it is. Nigga, I watch porn, nigga, while listening to certain frequencies and got on some wild ass shit. You know, learn a new goddamn position to put new shoe nigger off in, nigga. Or your bitch, nigga. I don't give a fuck up, nigga. I'm wild, nigga. Wild with this shit. But so most of you niggas, that porn is like something negative. Nigga, I'm a goddamn walking, talking black hole. Nigga, ain't nothing negative to me. I don't give a fuck what's negative, what you call negative, positive, nigga. I'm indifferent to it. Nigga, all I see is energy. All I see is energy to what? To be absorbed and devoured. That's the mindset. Fuck this shit. I don't talk enough shit. So, understand the role, or understand what mounting is. I look at it like riding a bull. Or, nigga, I'm mounting a horse, nigga. I'm mounting the goddamn demons. I'm mounting the archetype. They don't mount me. And the only motherfucker that mounted me, I gotta be 100 with you, was Ogoun. Came through a couple weeks ago like gangbusters. And when that energy came through, it came up from behind me. It's like my central nervous system. I didn't see it coming. It was behind me, therefore it was in superposition. It was in quantum wave form. Very, very, very interesting how that energy came about. You can go listen to the energy or the information I dropped about Ogoun. You can go research that shit. I know a lot of you motherfuckers know a lot about it already. But that energy corresponds to the central nervous system, the great mother. You know what I'm saying? My experiences and everything. And that's a part of the singularity. I downloaded and I embodied that energy. But it mounted me. It came up behind me and it came through me. And I was like, oh shit, man. When it happened, I ain't even have no motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? I bobble out. I know motherfucker that's into that shit, but I just was, I'm studying the information, but I was weaponizing it, but I didn't have no intention. At least I thought I did. Conscious intention. I had a subconscious intention in activating it. I just wasn't aware of it. And that energy came through when I least expected it, or when my ego least expected it. And it was a very, very, very humbling experience, and it was a very, very, very powerful alchemical transformation experience. Changed my life. Everything I do changed my fucking life. Every fucking week I'm coming with some new goddamn thing to tell you niggas. I'm telling you motherfuckers, y'all gotta be on this alchemy. You gotta be on this transformation. So, shit at 111, I'm about to stop this motherfucker. Appreciate y'all niggas checking me out. I'm gonna stay this shit again. Charles Fort, John Keel, Wild Talents. You know what I'm saying? The Book of the Damned. Study up on brain synchronization, brain entrainment, neuroplasticity, the flow state. Brainwave, 40 hertz, gamma waves, Lieutenant Thomas Bearden, any goddamn PDF on the Excalibur Project and the paranormal realities of that shit. The Blue Book, dealing with the metagene, dealing with psionic abilities that melanated individuals have, that we can correspond with our DNA and our melanin. We can activate all our psychokinesis powers and shit like that to be able to reality warp the shit, or just to become reconnected with the awareness of already doing this shit like I did. Nigga, I'm not activating shit, and I'm already activated. I'm just connecting to the memory of always being this nigga. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of shit you're gonna have to utilize and being able to, advance from your sorcery outside of space and time. So, I'm gonna stop this motherfucker. I love you niggas, and I hate you niggas. Told you niggas, go head to head, but you know what I'm saying, it's all love, it's all hate, nigga. But understand something, man. Stop fucking with this shit and start getting down with this shit. I got you, calendar. I'm gonna fucking email you with some shit. I'm gonna hit my email up. I'm gonna have to put it in my email. I can't put that shit on there right now. My phone about to die and shit, so 100. Fuck, I get out of here.